Hello everyone, so I have an interesting little video for you playing now, which was shared on Twitter yesterday. So this clip shows a Russian T-80 crew doing something very silly. No surprise there then. So firstly we see some nice footage of a T-80 BVM being targeted by Ukrainian FPV drones whilst hidden in the shrubbery. It looks to be in a sort of makeshift dugout to protect it, or rather camouflage it. The T-80 actually copes quite well with the initial strikes that we see. A bit of a surprise, since Russian tanks usually detonate and pop their turret if somebody looks at them the wrong way. Now I mention it, we haven't actually seen a good old turret toss for quite a while now. After a few strikes on the T-80, there is a cut of the video, and we then see the tank start to move. Now I'm not sure how big a time gap there was between the initial drone strikes and the video of it moving. First, the Russian crew stop it at an enclosed shelter made in the trees, where it gets drone hit again. They moved it about a dozen yards as if that's going to fool Ukraine. So after being hit again, the Russians decide to try and find yet another hiding place. This time, the crew drive it further along a road, actually putting a small amount of effort into it, and into a wooded area which looks to be near a dug-in revetment. Once again, Ukraine targets it with FPV drones. This new hiding spot, by the way, is about 100 meters from the original. At first, the T-80 seems to take the drones quite well, initially. It looks to have survived a hit, but there must have been some ammunition inside which detonated as there's a secondary blast inside and you could see a puff of smoke come from the turret. After a small cut in the video, we can see that this T-80 is now fully detonating and is destroyed and is burning quite well. It actually took quite a lot to finish this tank off, but Ukraine managed to roger it in the end. One thing's for certain here, the crew of this tank aren't going to win the World Hide and Seek's World Championships anytime soon. First, cunningly moving the tank to the next dugout along the same tree line, about a dozen yards away, in the hopes that would fool Ukraine. Next, putting a bit more effort into it and moving it about 70 metres away, whilst the spotter drone's following them. Again, not exactly difficult for Ukraine to track this down and keep continuing to hit it. It's the worst version of Where's Wally I've actually seen. So, let's have a look at where exactly this was. The geolocation for this one was done by PJ Glick on Twitter, and it's on screen now. Yellow shows the tank's first hiding spot, roughly, red is the second hiding spot, and blue is the final one. Given the fact there were two sort of hiding spots as shelters in the tree line, plus what looked to be a sort of dug-in revetment near where the tank hid finally, makes me think that Ukraine should definitely keep an eye on this area. It seems to be the go-to place for Russia to hide its vehicles. And this is Russia we're talking about. We've just seen them cunningly hide a T-80 by moving it 10 metres down a tree line and then an extra 70 metres or so. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't just keep using this place and hoping for the best, and then act a bit shocked once Ukraine discovers them again. This is here zoomed out, so it's near a settlement called Pokrovsk. Not the Pokrovsk in Donetsk, it's a different Pokrovsk. This one is in Zaporizhia. You can see here, this was quite a long-range strike for an FPV drone, or rather, multiple FPV drones, at just over 20 kilometers. Ukraine reports that they can use these drones at a distance of up to 30 kilometers now, and I believe that means just regular launch ones, so not using, say, Baba Yaga or another drone as a mothership. So, that's it for this video. Hope you found it interesting. A short one, but one I hope you liked. Now, I'm going to play a video from Cause for Ukraine about the ongoing fundraiser. Thanks so much, and the donation link is in the description. Thanks so much, and take care, everybody.
Ми, підрозділ Хімера БПЛА, звертаємося до команди Car for Ukraine та Бандера Мобіль, а також до партнерів Laserpeak, ATP Geopolitics, Erix, Sukomaimus та інших міжнародних бійців на інформаційному полі з проханням долучитись та посприяти нам у зборі на автомобілі. А саме, 3 повнопривідні пікапи та 2 буси для пошуку позицій та заїзду і виїзду з них, які знаходяться у важкопроїзних місцях. Дякуємо за допомогу. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!